Well, an accelerated timeline. Hospital Sisters Health System announcing yesterday it will close its Eau Claire hospital March 22nd.
Now that's about a month earlier than the group previously said. News 8 Now's Allison Fergott has the story. Allison.
Ken and Emily, Eau Claire officials say they're doing their best to help community members as HSHS transitions out of the area. But a shortened timeline is making it harder, and some question if the move meets the legal requirements.
We're certainly disappointed.
Eau Claire's Sacred Heart Hospital now permanently closing on March 22nd, 4 weeks earlier than initially expected. It's a time of transition for the community, made even harder as they face a short timeline.
Most employers have a strong care and concern for those employees and their connection to the community, even when they're choosing to downsize or leave the community. Again, unfortunately, and to our great disappointment, that has not been the case with HSHS or Prevea.
HSHS first alerted employees on January 22nd that the Eau Claire hospital would be closing. And now, exactly 60 days later, the hospital will be shutting its doors. It technically meets the requirements of the Federal WARN Act, which says employers must provide a written notice at least 60 days before their worksite is closed. But Eau Claire City Attorney says it's more complicated than that.
So the fact that the letter was dated the 22nd doesn't mean that we properly received it. And in terms of the cities of Eau Claire's case, we didn't receive full notice until the 29th.
Nick argues the hospital should stay open until at least March 29th. It only buys a week, but he thinks it's better than the alternative. For Nick, the situation highlights a need for more communication between healthcare systems and the communities they serve.
Perhaps, again, laws and regulations should be put into place so we're getting that regular reporting from the healthcare systems and hospitals.
But Nick and other Eau Claire officials are optimistic that the city is prepared for the change. A task force was created following the initial announcement that HSHS was exiting the Chippewa Valley. That group says they're now working on Plan B as it deals with a shorter timeline.
We have, whether it be blood draws or the need for mental health services, we are identifying what those appropriate sources are for us to use and putting plans in place to use those.
But it's something no one in Eau Claire wants any other Wisconsinite to experience.
And we certainly urge the state to look very carefully at how this process went and, as needed, consider new laws and regulations to help protect communities throughout the state from this type of a short notice closure.
Today, I also reached out to Wisconsin's Department of Workforce Development and the Department of Health Services for a comment on the early closure. We are awaiting responses from both. Ken and Emily.
Okay, Allison Fergott, thank you.